Hello everybody and welcome to Paracrew. Today I'm going to share with you my thoughts on the Wimaxit portable monitor. Before we begin, I want to thank Andycine for sending over this review unit for me to test. Let me clarify that Andycine have had no input whatsoever in this review, in which I present my honest opinion and candid thoughts about this monitor. Now that we've got that out of the way, let's start with the packaging. The monitor arrived snugly packed inside this hard cardboard box with the Wimaxit logo on the front. On the sides, we see some of the monitor's highlights, and also the company's contact details. Note that I am reviewing the M1331C model, which is not touch-enabled. Inside the box, we first find the monitor itself. Next, we have a USB Type-A to Type-C cable that can be used to power the monitor from your PC, a power outlet, or even a power bank. You also get a USB Type-C to Type-C cable, which can be used for powering the monitor and carrying video signal if your device supports it. Also included is an HDMI to mini HDMI cable. Finally, we get an Andycine branded microfiber cloth for cleaning, and your standard warranty and manual cards, which also describe the various connectivity and power options. Moving on to the aesthetics department, the monitor has a rather elegant design. The main body is made of brushed aluminum and has narrow side bezels and discrete branding on the front. The monitor comes with an integrated magnetic flip cover which folds on the back to form a stand. It weighs around 840 grams, which is about what you would expect a tablet with an aluminum body to weigh, and it is quite slim, measuring 12 mm at the thickest point. Overall, it feels like well-made hardware. On the left side, we have 5 clicky buttons to navigate the OSD menu and a micro USB port. This allows you to connect external peripherals such as mice or keyboards and pass them through to a connected phone with OTG support. On the right, we have 2 mini HDMI ports and a USB Type-C port for input, and another USB Type-C port for powering the monitor. Note that on some configurations, such as Thunderbolt-enabled computers, a single USB Type-C cable can handle both power and video signal. For audio, there's a 3.5mm audio port in case you want to connect your headphones, and on the back we can see the integrated speaker grills. The speakers get reasonably loud and do an adequate job for when you're on the go, but they do get a bit harsh on high frequencies. For the most part, you're probably better off using the speakers from the device that you're connecting. The monitor uses a matte 13.3-inch Full HD IPS panel with a 60Hz refresh rate. It gets reasonably bright and is perfectly usable in indoor conditions with minimal glare, which is something that I really appreciate. It does have support for HDR, which you can enable from your display options. However, I wouldn't really recommend using it, since in my experience it blows out the lighter colors and messes a bit with the color's tint. The OSD menu is pretty standard. You can select the input device, adjust picture and color settings, switch between several predefined presets, change the menu's language, and adjust the speaker's volume. During my time with the monitor, I've tested it in various configurations. Firstly, I tried gaming on the monitor by hooking up my pal Steven's Nintendo Switch on it and taking it for a spin. I connected the monitor to a power source and then directly to the Switch itself using the USB Type-C to Type-C cable. At the beginning, I had some trouble making the Switch recognize the monitor, but after a few times of connecting and reconnecting the cables, we were able to game on the monitor and use the integrated speakers without issues. Overall, a quite pleasant gaming experience for portable situations such as when going on vacations. Thanks to my friend Steven again, I was able to test Samsung's DeX feature, which lets you connect your phone to the display and use it with a desktop environment. DeX worked on the Wimaxit monitor without a hitch, and even let us connect a peripheral keyboard or mouse using the micro USB port on the side. Apart from DeX though, you can always use the monitor this way for display mirroring if your phone supports this feature. Probably the most popular use for the monitor is to use it as a secondary monitor for your laptop. Here I've connected a laptop using the USB-A to USB-C cable to power the monitor from the laptop, and the HDMI cable to connect it as a secondary display. When the setup's over, you have essentially doubled your screen real estate and have the convenience of multiple monitors wherever you go. This can prove to be especially useful for coding or video editing if these things are in your workflow. Though the colors on the monitor are quite accurate, after some tuning, I wouldn't use this monitor for any work that requires accurate color representation. When you're not roaming, the Wimax monitor can definitely be a helpful side or even under display for your desktop setup. Setting up the monitor in portrait mode for uses such as coding is possible, but only if you use something for additional support and make sure that the OSD buttons on the side aren't pressed by accident. During my time testing the monitor, I did run into some issues and quirks that any potential buyer should be aware of. Firstly, for anyone trying to use the monitor with a Nintendo Switch, I found that sometimes the Switch refused to connect to the monitor even after reconnecting the cables multiple times. What I found helped was to connect the Switch to a charger and then immediately connect it back to the screen, and everything would work as expected. A minor annoyance in the build quality department, at least in my unit, is the fact that while on the data USB Type-C port the cable clicks in as expected, the same doesn't seem to happen for the dedicated power USB Type-C port, making it easy to accidentally disconnect the power cable when I try to readjust the monitor's position. This doesn't really get in your way while using the monitor, but it can get a little bit annoying while setting things up. Finally, regarding the price, you can find it on Amazon or the Andycine website for around 170 euros. You can find other similar monitors in this price range, so the Wimaxit monitor doesn't really differentiate itself from the rest in this respect. However, I do find it fairly priced considering what it brings to the table and in relation to its competition. If you're interested in getting a unit of your own, there will be links in the description below. To sum things up, overall I find the Wimaxit portable monitor to be a solid competitor in this form factor. It brings to the table sturdy build quality, slick and practical design, a decently bright matte Full HD IPS panel with a 60Hz refresh rate, integrated speakers, and rich I/O options. But above all, it offers great portability benefits. Whether you're editing a video on your laptop and need a second screen, decided to pack light for your vacations and want a bigger screen to use with your phone, or just want to play a game on a console while you're on the go. That was it for this review, everybody. Do let me know in the comments section about your thoughts on the Wimaxit monitor and portable monitors in general. I hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up below and make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon for more awesome videos. I'll see you in the next one.